What happens if you eat an avocado every single day? Before you roll your eyes and think, oh, it's just another one of those so-called superfoods, let me stop you right there and ask, have you ever actually considered what might change inside your body if this creamy, green fruit became part of your daily routine? You might be surprised because what I'm about to share goes way beyond what you see on social media. And it has the power to shift the way you think about food, aging, and your own health. So stay with me because by the end, you'll either be rushing to grab an avocado or you'll finally understand why so many nutritionists, doctors, and even everyday people over 50 swear by this little fruit. And hey, if you find this interesting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can join me on more journeys like this one, where we take everyday foods and uncover the real truth about what they do to our bodies. Now let's begin with the obvious. Avocados are trendy. They've been splashed all over Instagram in the form of avocado toast, smoothies, and salads, and it's easy to dismiss them as just another health craze. But here's the thing. Avocados have been around for thousands of years, cultivated by ancient civilizations long before any of us thought about brunch photos. They're not some new invention. They're a nutrient powerhouse hiding in plain sight. And if you're over 50, the benefits are not only real, but also deeply connected to the challenges many of us face as we age, things like stiff joints, brain fog, creeping cholesterol levels, and yes, even that stubborn belly fat that refuses to budge no matter how much you try to cut down on desserts. So what actually happens if you start eating one avocado every day? First, let's talk about your heart. After 50, heart health becomes a central issue. Cholesterol levels creep up, arteries stiffen, and suddenly, we're sitting in our doctor's office hearing words like statins, plaque, or risk factors. But avocados contain monosaturated fats, the same kind of fats that make olive oil so famous. These fats don't clog your arteries. They do the opposite. They help sweep out the bad cholesterol, the LDL, while boosting the good cholesterol. HDL studies have even shown that people who regularly eat avocados have lower levels of LDL and a healthier lipid profile overall. Think about that for a moment. Something as simple as a fruit could play a part in protecting you from the very issues that keep millions of older Americans up at night. If you're nodding your head because you've had that cholesterol talk with your doctor, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story, and who knows, your experience might inspire someone else in this community. Now let's move deeper into something that many people don't connect with avocados: brain health. Memory lapses, losing your train of thought, or struggling to remember names can feel frightening as we get older. And yet, avocados are rich in lutein, an antioxidant that doesn't just protect your eyes but also supports cognitive function. Yes, the same compound that helps shield your vision is also nourishing your brain. Daily avocado eaters have been shown to have better working memory and problem-solving skills compared to those who skip them. I'll share something personal here. I remember when my mother in her 70s started to worry about her memory. She would tell me, "I feel like my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be." We introduced more brain-friendly foods into her diet, avocados among them, and over time she began to notice subtle but real differences. Now, I'm not claiming avocados are a miracle cure for dementia or Alzheimer's, but I can say that feeding your brain the nutrients it craves is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself. And isn't that what we all want as we age? Not just to live longer, but to stay sharp and present for the people we love. And speaking of being present, let's talk about energy. You might not realize this, but avocados are an incredible source of potassium. In fact, they have more potassium than bananas. Potassium helps balance fluids in your body, keeps your muscles contracting properly, and even regulates blood pressure. When you eat an avocado daily, you're helping your body fight off fatigue, those annoying leg cramps, and even high blood pressure spikes that can drain your energy and mood. I've noticed this in my own life. On weeks when I've made avocado a consistent part of my meals, I simply feel more steady, less prone to those afternoon crashes where I just want a nap. And for those of us who are juggling grandkids, part-time work, or even just the responsibilities of everyday life, having steady energy isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. If you've ever felt like your energy vanishes halfway through the day, try this little experiment. Add half an avocado to your breakfast and see how you feel by mid-afternoon. Then come back and tell me in the comments. Of course, we can't ignore the topic of weight. Now, I know avocados are high in fat, and fat has been demonized for decades. Maybe you were part of that generation where everything was low-fat and fat-free, but let me tell you, that was one of the biggest nutrition mistakes of the late 20th century. The truth is, not all fats are created equal, and the fats in avocados can actually help you lose weight or at least keep it steady. Here's why. Healthy fats keep you full longer. They slow down digestion, stabilize your blood sugar, and prevent those wild hunger swings that have you rummaging through the pantry. For cookies at 9 p.m., eating an avocado every day might actually reduce your cravings and help you naturally eat less junk. I've experienced this myself. On days when I slice an avocado over my salad or mash it onto whole grain toast, I don't find myself snacking mindlessly. It's like my body feels satisfied at a deeper level. Isn't it amazing that sometimes the answer isn't to eat less, but to eat better? Now, let's zoom in on something we often ignore until it becomes a problem: our joints. After 50, many of us wake up with stiffness in the knees, aches in the hips, or that little reminder in the lower back that we're not 25 anymore. Avocados contain compounds called phytosterols, along with those anti-inflammatory monounsaturated fats, which together can help reduce joint pain and inflammation. Some people even report noticeable differences in their arthritis symptoms when avocados become part of their diet. I think of a friend of mine who used to struggle with morning stiffness so badly that she dreaded getting out of bed. Once she began adding half an avocado to her meals most days of the week, she said she felt more fluid, more comfortable, less trapped by her own body. That's not a medical trial, it's real life. And sometimes real life tells us things that studies haven't yet caught up to. But here's a twist you might not have expected. Eating avocados every day can even improve your skin. I know you might be thinking, at my age, what difference does glowing skin make? But let's be honest. When we look in the mirror and see a face that looks more hydrated, less dull, and yes, a bit younger, it feels good. Avocados are loaded with vitamin E, vitamin C, and those healthy fats that nourish your skin from the inside out. Instead of spending a fortune on creams that only touch the surface, what if the real secret was feeding your skin through your diet? Imagine explaining to your grandkids why your cheeks still look soft and vibrant. It's not vanity, it's vitality. We all deserve to feel confident in our own skin at any age. Of course, no food is perfect. You might wonder, is it really safe to eat an avocado every single day? For most people, the answer is yes. The only caveat is portion size and balance. One avocado has around 250 calories, so if you're adding it without adjusting the rest of your diet, you might notice some weight gain. But if you use it strategically, like replacing less healthy fats such as butter, margarine, or creamy dressings, you'll likely see positive changes instead of negative ones. It's all about being intentional. And that's the bigger picture here. When we reach our 50s and beyond, it's no longer just about eating to satisfy hunger. It's about eating to thrive, to stay active, to enjoy more years with family and friends. So let's put it all together. Eating an avocado every day could mean lowering your cholesterol, protecting your brain, stabilizing your energy, managing your weight, easing joint pain, and even giving your skin a youthful boost. That's not high-pat science combined with real-world experience. And honestly, isn't it empowering to think that something so small, so simple, could make such a big difference in how you feel? I want to encourage you, if you've been looking for an easy step to take toward better health, let it be this. Start with one avocado a day, or even half, and see what happens. And if you're already doing it, share your results in the comments, because your story could be the spark someone else needs to make a change. Before we wrap this up, let me leave you with one last twist. You see, the true benefit of eating avocados every day isn't just about nutrients or numbers on a lab test. It's about mindset. It's about choosing every day to invest in yourself, instead of giving up to the idea that aging is only about decline. Every bite of that avocado can be a reminder. You still have power over your health, your vitality, your story. You are not too old, it's not too late, and the best years can still be ahead. So, will you take that step? Will you challenge yourself to try this little experiment and discover what happens? If you're ready, make that commitment right now. Don't forget to hit subscribe, because together we can rewrite the way we age one avocado at a time.